fans, this is Kirk DeVille with Counterpunch Boxing News, and I have some new news concerning Derek War Chisora. Get this, Derek War Chisora had this to say about Moses Itauma, and he says, quote, "I had a phone call a couple of weeks ago. They offered me to fight Moses Itauma in Saudi. I said, how much? They said a couple million, and I said, nah, I'm out." And Derek Chisora has admitted that he rejected the $2 million offer to fight Moses Itauma. And let me counterpunch. I think Derek was smart by doing that. The reason why is because, for one, do you guys remember a few years back, he fought Tyson Fury for a couple million. Well, Tyson Fury had the WBC belt, and you might think like, well, what the hell, Derek? Why would you take this fighting, and you're making the same amount of money than a championship bout with Tyson Fury? Well, here's the thing, people. Derek Chisora in 2025, stock is much higher than it was in 2022. 2022, people were looking at Derek Chisora like, please, please, pretty please, with sprinkles on top, retire. Remember that? People were saying, Derek needs to retire. We fear for his health. He's done enough. Please, please, Derek, leave. Right? But he didn't. And he took that beating from Tyson Fury. They stopped that fight in like the 10th round, which I couldn't understand that because, he had already took what he was going to take, but he couldn't touch Tyson. But everybody knew that that was a cherry pick. Everybody knew that that was like Tyson. They justified it. Oh, Tyson gave him a couple million, so he gave him a payday to kind of pretty much give him a one-sided exhibition ass whooping in the ring in front of thousands of people, right? So that was that. But later on, Derek Chisora, he fought, other fighters. He fought Otto Eileen, he fought Joe Joyce, he fought, a lot of guys. And his stock rose. Now he's the number one. He's the number one contender now on the IBF. And because of that, now you offer him a fight against Moses Itauma. Moses Itauma is nowhere near where he's at, so why would he fight Moses Itauma? Fighting Moses Itauma won't get him a title shot. In fact, he fights Moses Itauma and gets flattened. What would it do for his opportunity to become a title challenger again? You know what I mean? Very slim, right? So, yeah, he did the right thing. His stock is much higher now. He doesn't have to take fights for $2 million, even though he took $2 million to fight Tyson Fury 3 years ago. This ain't the same Derek Chisora. This Chisora is blessed, full of grace and mercy, and highly favored because he's got in a position that a lot of people normally don't get in, especially at 41 years of age. You see what I'm saying? So, no, I don't blame Derek for that because he knows that this kid can bang. He knows this kid can punch. He knows this kid can box. And he may or may not have the dog in him, but, you don't want to test that with only $2 million on the line, because if he does have everything that people said he does, Derek Chisora has a well-whooped ass whooping at that age. That's not smart. You're supposed to get smarter, not work harder as you get older and wiser. So I believe that's exactly what Derek Chisora did. So, good play from Derek Chisora, because what will happen now with Derek will then, let's say he may get a title shot with someone else for $8 million. Okay, so if for $8 million, that trumps the $2 million that they were going to offer him to be fish food for fucking Moses Itauma over there. You see what I'm saying? But you guys tell me what you think of Derek Chisora admitting that he turned down $2 million to fight Moses Itauma. Of course, please subscribe. And you guys been Counterpunch.